upon them program.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in and joining me today, guys. Sorry I look a little bit crazy. I took the pups out for a walk and we got rained on, and of course you can see now the sun is shining in, so it was fun. It's okay. Helped us cool down a little bit from the walk. So today I wanted to do a video with you guys that is seasonal appropriate, if you will. I know a lot of you are thinking about cutting for the summer or cutting to just get in shape year round, losing weight, losing fat, and there is so much information out there that you are struggling with which information to follow to get to your goals. So I wanted to give you a few simple weight loss, fat loss strategies that, as long as hormones are functioning properly and everything else is healthy, should help you achieve your own goals. So let's get started, shall we? So I'd say that one of the biggest mistakes that people make when they're trying to lose weight and trying to lose fat is assuming that if they eat healthy, that they're going to reach their fitness goals, that they're going to lose weight. Now, obviously, if you go from eating processed food every single day to eating, whole, real, organic food, that will improve your overall health. But if your calorie intake is the same as it was before, you won't lose weight. For the most part, healthy food is going to be in lower calories than shitty food, if you will. I don't like to label it like that because you should be able to have everything in moderation. That is the way that you're going to be able to stick to a program for life, rather than going one way extreme and then the other way extreme. But let's use those terms, for lack of better terms, to describe it. So for the most part, you would be eating lower calories anyways. The best way, if you're going to diet yourself, the best way to lose weight in a healthy way, let's say lose 1 pound a week, is to cut 500 calories a day. Now you can do that through exercise, through food, or a little bit of both. So for example, the best way to do this for yourself is to, is to track a couple days of food that you're eating right now, being honest with yourself and not changing anything. So you can use MyFitnessPal, you can download a different tracking app, or just go in the computer and track it. And you're gonna go ahead and track every single thing that you eat and drink in a day. And then you're gonna get a total of calories, fats, carbs, proteins, etc. And what you can do is minus 500 calories from that total, and that's going to give you the calories that you should be hitting to lose a pound a week. And that's basically just going off based on what you're eating right now, taking 500 calories out. 500 times 7 is 3,500, which is 1 pound. So that's the simplest way to do it. When you're looking at a change in body composition, you're going to want to pay attention to proteins, carbs, and fats. Now for protein, it really depends. There's a huge debate on this. I mean, honestly, I'd say if you're fairly active and if you're lifting weights, anywhere from 0.5 grams per body weight to 1.5 is safe. I like to stick to 7.5 or 0.75 to 1. I'd say that's probably the best way for me to go. That's kind of where I would stick to clients. If they were clients who eat meat, you may adjust that. If you don't, increase the carbs, lower the protein, etc. And then fat around 0.4 gram per body fat. And then you're going to leave the rest of those for carbs. Now this is very, very, very basic. This is a basic way to begin. This is if you've never done anything, and you can start this way. If you're somebody who responds better to a high carb diet than a high fat, this would work. If you respond better to a high fat diet, then you might want to decrease those carbs, increase the protein, and increase the fat. So again, this is very, very, very dependent on you and what works for you, but it's a very basic way to cut out those 500 calories. The other way to do it is to do some sort of exercise that's in addition to what you're already doing. So you can't use the exercise that you're doing right now. So if you're losing 500 calories a day already, that's already part of your regular daily output. So it would need to be an addition to what you're already doing. So you can go for a long walk that's going to burn 500 calories, do a weight training session and a cardio session, whatever it may be, or you can even minus 20 250 calories from your food, and then you burn 250 calories from your workout. So those are different ways to combine it, but very, very simple, basic ways to help you lose weight if that is your goal. Now, one thing to keep in mind is obviously, hopefully, for the most part, your goal is still health. So you want to keep in mind that the food that you're getting is nutrient dense. There's actual vitamins and minerals and things that your body needs and will benefit from the majority of your food. My rule is 80-20. So 80% of the time, you're going to get your food from the good food, if you will, the whole real nutrient dense food, and then 20% of the time you can have a little fun and leave that there. And now if you're doing this, you want to account for your treat meals, your refeeds, whatever you want to call them. So I know that lots of people take treat meals and refeeds, and we can do a whole different video on that. Now, treat meals are just an addition to what you're already doing. Some people track them, some people don't. I highly suggest that if you're going to do it, you're still going to track what you're doing, because you can significantly go over in just one treat meal and gain back all the output that you put in through that week. So something to keep in mind. And then a refeed is more of a strategic approach to dieting. So basically you would add in a specific amount of carbs, mostly carbs. It's mostly a carb load on the refeed day, to get your body firing again, to increase that metabolism and also keep you sane during that dieting process. So yes, you can eat healthy to improve your health, absolutely. But if you're just changing to healthy eating and your calorie intake has not changed, that may be why you're not losing weight, if that is your goal at the moment. And then while we're on this topic, I wanted to talk about this whole high calorie, low calorie thing. And it's kind of something that we've come up with, I think. I'm not sure how it became this way, and this isn't necessarily my idea. One of my friends actually posted this on Instagram, and I was like, this is so smart and such a good way of looking at it, so I wanted to talk about it. So Ty, shout out to you, thanks for posting this. So basically the idea that 3,000 calories is a lot and let's say 1,200 calories is not a lot. So based on what we just talked about, if you're somebody who sits at 3,000 calories naturally, that's what you eat, that's your diet, or let's say 3,500 calories, you would take away 500 calories just like that other person to lose a pound a week, but you're still left with 3,000 calories. Now we're in the high bracket. Now, if you're somebody who eats, let's say 1,700 calories a day, and you're taking away the 500, now we're down to 1,200. So this is where that comes from, the high, eating high calories is amazing and eating low calories is terrible for you. Yes, if you're under eating for your body. However, if you naturally eat 1,800 calories, if you minus 500 from that, you're going to be at 1,100 and cutting. Now, for the most part, you could reverse diet and slowly add in food while avoiding the weight loss. But again, this is going to depend on your own body. So you have to work with what you have. And yes, sometimes you may be in that 1,200 calorie diet to lose the weight, or again, you could do it with your training, as I said. But just keep in mind that it's not a game of comparison. I have clients who eat 3,000 calories, and yes, they're females, and yes, they're still losing weight. And then I have ones who don't, and they don't have that same luck, and we're still struggling to lose weight at the lower. So it really is going to be super, super dependent on you, on your body, and on your lifestyle. So if you are somebody who's super, super active already and you have a job that's not sedentary, you may need to do a little bit more, add a few more steps a day to get to that weight loss. Whereas if you're somebody who sits at a desk all day and you add in, 500 calories of walking a day, you're going to see a significant improvement in your overall health and your body, because you're adding that to something that didn't already exist. So is there a specific workout that's best for losing weight? Is there a specific diet that's best for losing weight? Unfortunately, not really. The workout that burns the most calories is going to be the best for losing weight. And that's basically on calories in versus calories out theory and nothing else. If you enjoy high intensity CrossFit type of training, plyos, full body type of stuff, do that. If you enjoy bodybuilding, go ahead and do that. Just keep in mind that, you know, if you're having like a slow and steady type of shoulder day, you may not be burning as many calories, so that's where you might need to add in cardio or decrease the calories. So that's kind of what we're looking at when it comes to the training. The best type of training for you is the type that you enjoy and the type that you're going to continue doing. And I think this is where all these fads come from, and this is where people go on these roller coasters with their training and with their diet, is because they try to force themselves to stick to something that they don't like and they're not going to do for life. So the best advice that I can give you when it comes to diet and when it comes to training is make something that fits your life and your lifestyle and your needs, and do that. Don't try to fit yourself into a mold that you know you're not going to stay in. And the same applies with the diet. So I know that keto is a big hit right now. People do paleo, low carb, high carb, whatever, intermittent fasting. All of those have the same principle. It's calories in versus calories out. The reason you're losing weight on those diets is because you are in a calorie deficit, so you're going to lose weight. If you do keto and you're breaking even, so you're on maintenance calories, or even more, you're eating more than you're burning, you're going to stay the same, or you're going to gain weight. You're not going to lose it. So it doesn't matter what type of diet you do a diet that works for you. This is why these programs like Jenny Craig and Weight Watchers and so on, this is why they work, is because they're essentially calories in versus calories out. You've cut all your calories, and yes, you can replace a brownie for 2 eggs and a, bowl of oatmeal and an apple. But if the calories are the same, then that's why you're losing the weight. There's no magic potion. So when it comes to weight loss, of course, those quick programs, fads, whatever, work because you're in a calorie deficit. Now, if you're looking at body composition, which is muscle mass and fat, and your overall look, the toned look that people go for, I hate that word, I feel like you guys know that, but that's the word that people use. So if that's what you're going for, that's where body composition comes into play. And that's where having enough protein and the right fat and the right carbs and things that are going to fuel your day and training and weight training, that's what's going to make a difference in your overall look, physique, and your overall health as well. So things to keep in mind: weight loss doesn't equal fat loss, but the way to lose weight is to be in a calorie deficit. So whatever diet you're going to stick to, you're going to enjoy as much as you can. Whichever weight training, fitness type of program you're going to adhere to the most, that's the one that you should follow. When you're in a deficit, it's not fun. It's not fun whether you like it or not, because let's face it, for the most part, we like to eat. So if your body's in a deficit, yes, you may feel it. But if your goal is to lose weight and to lose fat, you will need to be in a deficit. So calories in versus calories out, the right type of training, the right type of food, the right combination of food, all the things that work best for you, the things that you're going to stick to, are going to help you reach those weight loss goals. There's no secret pills, there's no magic potions, there's no specific workout, specific diets, there's nothing that's magical that's going to get you exactly what you want overnight. It's lots of work, and it's a long process that you need to stick to your guns and stick to your goals and maintain consistency. That is the best way to reach your weight loss goals. So hopefully this makes sense. If you guys have any questions or want me to do more of these videos or anything else that comes with cutting, weight loss, gaining weight, if you're trying to bulk, whatever it may be, as always, leave it in the comments below. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your continued support and your amazing comments. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.